Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. 18 Gator. 58, right there. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check 43. Check 26. Check 26. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Play fake. Brissett. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
Come to me, it's me. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 58.
Throwing. Brissett. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check right.
Brissett. He's got a first. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Let's go. 15 win. Minus 54.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set, cut. 70 ending. 54. Right, 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On second down, it's Hunt, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. 50 for Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Stay with your man.
Throwing is Murray on third down. The 20. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Set, ready. 61. 54.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down now. It's Gordon, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And right side caught, Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets Up a third down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
4, and it's third down.
Ready! 18 Gator! Check! Check, Mike, 54!
To throw on third down. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Brissett toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up.
Ready! 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Buddy up, 54. Mike, 54. It's just me and you. It's just me.
On third down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely put
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First and 10, here's Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hakeem Butler, 32 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Fielded about a yard deep. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Gordon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Shoot. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This is caught. It's Cooks. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Brissett sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Watch the block, motion, block. 58's the money. 58's the money. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Matt Weil now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 22, jet, over. 22, jet, over.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Third down and 11.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Brissett. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Brissett now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Ready, ready. 18 data, 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. What?
Murray now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Murray now completes it to Fant on the right side. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better bring it.
Here's Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Matt Weil now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a straight. Murray fighting, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. This is the tight end fan. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Don't get nervous. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Bring it.
Here's Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run right side with Hunt. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down, and that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. To Gordon, out left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. All right, 22, jet cover. 22, jet cover. There you go.
Throwing, Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go. 58 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Brissett sets to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, this is Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. Their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you. Kill.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. 15 on it. Dang, I'm here all day.
A first down throw for Brissett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Brissett. And that's complete to Cooks. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 33 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Murray's pass complete to Butler. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Murray. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Echo. 54. Mike,
now Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54's Mike.
Murray, one final try. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.